All right, let's start with the first topic. As soon as we open a CBCT scan, so I just open here from my database a patient with CBCT scans, and I click once on a CBCT coming from a VistaVox. This is always the first view that VistaSoft will offer to you. This view is what we call Pano View. Why we call it Pano View? The reason is that we do have an overview of our CBCT scan. First of all, at the right-hand side here, it is our rendered image coming directly from the CBCT scan from VistaVox. As soon as I, for example, change here the position of my rendering to a top view, for example, or I also can do that with these visualization heads. So from front, but I can also click to this one that I see the rendering from the patient's right side, from the left side, or even from bottom or from top. So we can already see this is VistaVox CBCT scan by this specific shape, what we focus on when we create a CBCT with the VistaVox that focuses on the imaging area, which is actually a diameter of about 13 centimeters and a patient's height for adults of 8.5 centimeters by default. And for a child collimation, the CBCT height is 7 centimeters. Coming back to the view, so then we do have here down right side our axial view for the from this CBCT scan. The axial view will visualize an AI-driven and supported panoramic curve. And as soon as I slice with the left mouse button, as I keep holding the left mouse button, pushing and move the mouse front and backwards, then I will slice very fast through this axial view. And what we can already realize that this panoramic curve will adapt automatically to the patient's teeth and jaw shape. So this is very special and unique for this panoramic visualization. And by that reason, we are able to see here this very well and good looking panoramic reconstructed image at the left-hand side of this CBCT scan. Then it's very common with a CBCT scan to have here a sagittal view. The sagittal view is here in the area where we have our green rulers. The axial view is in the area where we have our red rulers and the related red plane. This is the axial plane. And then we do have here one cross-sectional view. This is the yellow area. And this yellow area of the cross-sectional view will follow this specific line here, what I can actually move from left to the right. And the same I can actually do also as soon as I move my mouse cursor here to the cross-sectional area. And I just click the left mouse button, move the mouse forward and backward. Then I can also move this cross-sectional view and this yellow line. So this is the Pano view. What functionality else do we have here? For example, here we have a line, and always in the border area where you see a dotted area here in the upper area or also in the lower area of this yellow cross-sectional plane, it's possible to align this plane along some alignment, whatever you wanted to do. Here, for example, this implant in this area, and now we follow exactly this line here down there in the cross-sectional part. If, for example, you did some misalignment and it's too complicated to come back to the original settings, we do have a button here in the image toolbar. And this is the button here saying, as soon as you move the mouse there without any click, reset all MPR and TSA planes to their standard orientation. So as soon as I click here, VistaSoft jumps back to the standard orientation of all the planes. This is a very helpful functionality. Keep in mind, this button here resets the planes to its defaults. This is more important, for example, as soon as we switch to a very common view in VistaSoft, which is the MPR view.